Tonight at 11, he's accused of a cafeteria shooting rampage and the murders of his parents. Find out why the older sister of Kip Kinkle is standing by him next.
You remember that
foul ball?
Yeah, you were 12, a hot dog in each hand. I reached up and snatched that ball right out of the sky.
But this time the hot dogs are on me.
I wish I could.
Oh, but Dad, you can. Take this Pepsi AC before you eat. Heartburn stops before it starts.
Before I eat?
Yep.
You get us the hot dogs, and I'll get us another foul ball.
You can be heartburn-free with Pepsi AC.
Man, the first time I looked at a picture of me, I was like, wow, Wayne, what happened? I was fat. I lost over 50 pounds on a Slim Fast plan. I finally found something that worked for me. It's easy. It tastes great. Once I lost the weight, my energy skyrocketed right through the roof. It makes you feel good after working out.
23 vitamins and minerals, protein, calcium, fiber, all the balanced nutrition like a healthy meal.
I look at life totally different now.
Slim Fast, every day. Balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
Anybody can do it if I can do it.
They were desperate to adopt this little girl until they found out she may have been stolen from her birth mother. And now the middleman says she shouldn't get her child back. Public Eye, Wednesday.
Based on a true story of a real-life ransom, a successful couple crossed paths with two teenagers.
$1 million. We could get it. It meant the safe return of a loved one who's been kidnapped.
And become victims of their dangerous scheme to become rich.
We've got no time here. My wife has a heart condition.
Jill Eikenberry, Michael Tucker, Gone in a Heartbeat. CBS next Tuesday.
From Hallmark Hall of Fame.
Sammy, you're a deaf mute, right?
For 20 years, they thought he couldn't hear anything.
Helping yourself to the church insurance fund is an act of larceny.
So they told him everything.
Guess my secret's safe with you.
Now, he knows the truth about everyone in town.
You ever wonder what's going through his mind?
Matthew Modine, Tom Skerritt, and James Earl Jones.
Do you swear to tell the truth?
A story about a small town.
I do.
In for a big surprise. Hallmark Hall of Fame's What the Deaf Man Heard. CBS Sunday.
Tonight on The Late Show, Matthew Broderick, Nicole Kidman, and Jose Carreras. All coming up right after your local news, which is next.
Live from WOIO-TV, Cleveland, this is CBS 19 News.
Good evening. Right now, late-breaking news. Police have surrounded a house on the east side where they think an escaped prisoner may be inside.
David Mitchell has been the subject of an intense manhunt all day. Paul Orlowski is joining us live now from the scene. Paul?
Well, Denise, they have surrounded the home. They do not now believe he is in the home. They do believe, however, he is in the area. You can see Cleveland police cars behind me in a home behind that. They did search that home. They're continuing to search the area. There's a yard with a big salt pile and some ODOT trucks and things down at the end of 110th here near the shoreway. They're searching that. It is very, very dark. The Cleveland Police helicopter has been coming and going. We've seen the U.S. Marshals along with municipal Euclid Cleveland authorities here looking, and you can see more manpower arriving now. So they think that they have a sighting, and they think he may possibly be in that area. This is the first sign of him since his prison garb was found about a mile from the jail this morning, just thrown away. They feared that the coast had, actually the trail had grown cold, but now they believe it may be heating up again.
I have no fears of it around here, none at all. After all these years, this is the first thing that's ever happened.
I was in bed and I heard something hitting the fence, so I got up and looked, and then a few minutes later, all the police were back there.
In the long shadows of early evening, some neighbors of the jail are unconcerned, but others are worried.
Now you're not so safe, you know. I just hope they catch the guy.
You concerned?
Oh, definitely, yeah. But what can you do about it? Just watch your back, that's all.
The Euclid jail is not an easy place to get out of. The escape is the first ever, and even has Euclid police scratching their heads.
Unfortunately, this is one of those unforeseen situations where you have someone so desperate to get out. We normally don't have someone of his caliber of criminal in our jail.
Police say David Wayne Mitchell is the man who fired 3 shots at armored car guard Gary Wong at the Super Kmart in Euclid back in September. Only after Mitchell was arrested in January would Wong even talk about the matter.
My nightmares are so vivid. It's like I wake up and I still smell gunpowder. I feel the blood on me. And it's like day hasn't changed. Time has stayed still.
Police believe Wong was just Mitchell's most recent victim. They tie him to 7 other bank or armored car jobs, all involving weapons. Weapons federal authorities say Mitchell isn't afraid to use.
He's got nothing to lose.
that individual, so why not?
Once again, we're at 110th and Glenview. This is where it's moved. We were over on Kirby. The search has moved after a spotting in this area. The helicopter up above trying to give some light. But right now, they've moved the search from a home into a field behind me, and it is just 8 or 10 officers with flashlights going very slowly through there right now. Very dangerous work for those officers because, as they've told us, this is a very dangerous criminal. We'll keep you updated, and if anything breaks before we get off the air, we will update you. Paul Orlowski reporting live. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Paul. Let us know if you hear anything new in the next half hour. Of course, we'll have the latest on the situation tomorrow morning on CBS 19 News at 5:30.
Well, it took less than 4 hours for a jury to decide a man was guilty of murdering an Ashtabula police officer. But the convicted man's family says they'll be just as quick to appeal. Michael Burdell has our report.
Find the defendant, Audrey G. Jones, guilty of aggravated murder.
The verdict brought tears to the eyes of Mary Ann Glover. In an open and shut case, jurors found Audrey Jones murdered her husband, Ashtabula police officer William Glover.
It was definitely a loud and clear message that they
James Nichols, the brother of convicted